And after a short break, we are back at the CU Athletic Fields right behind Folsom Field for this matchup between the Colorado State Rams and the Colorado Buffaloes. It's the top squads for each school, women's gold and Colorado State gold. This is going to be a really good one. My name is Alex Roberts. I am joined by Nick Evans right now. And Nick, we just saw the Colorado men's white team absolutely destroy Regis 8-0. I don't expect anything like that from this one.
No, and more importantly, this is a big rivalry. They got Regis down in Denver, but like Colorado State, Colorado, that one goes far. And we saw that in our football game. Pretty big matchup, and I'm sure soccer is no different. There are a lot of Rams fans here at the CU Athletic Field, and there's a lot of CU fans too. So,
and that's what makes this rivalry special. They're super close to each other, so we know fans from both schools are showing up to every sport, every game.
Yeah, it's great too. Just seeing people just drive down from Fort Collins, see a great game here today at the athletic field. And I'm not really a fan of blowout games. It's gets a little stale to me, but I don't think that'll happen today. So let's see how this one goes.
And with that, we are underway from the CU Athletic Fields, Colorado State and Colorado. This is a huge match for both schools. Colorado State has cruised through their schedule so far this season. They've lost just one game this year. And they've played several. They beat the Colorado Black team 4-0 at CSU in their last match. So this is going to, and CU Black, the black team, the second team here for CU, they lost. They beat this gold team 2-0 earlier this season. So
yeah,
this is a huge matchup.
And that ball is out of here. That's
onto the turf field.
Yeah, on that throw-in, that ball got some distance. So got a new ball out here, and more importantly, we have some new momentum for Colorado State. And this captain, you can see that armband, but you can tell that that's the captain because I've seen him really drive this momentum for Colorado State in his opening minutes.
Meanwhile, Colorado Gold coming into this game having dropped only 2 games, one of them being to the other CU squad, the Black squad, and they're both CU and CSU. Their only other losses to Utah in the Colorado Invitational that was held 2 weeks ago on various fields on this campus, including here at Kittredge Field, and the final, which was between CSU and Utah, was held at Prentup Field, the home of the Division I varsity women's soccer team.
I'm sure it won't hold them down, though, because, at least in these opening seconds, I'm seeing a really fresh squad out here. This starting 11 for Colorado State and CU looking really powerful. I'm seeing really good breaks so far for Colorado State. CU is still waking up, but, last game it took about 8 minutes for our team to step up, but, you saw the score of that last game, so give CU a minute because they're not out of this one. Looks like we have 3 named captains for the Colorado State squad. Captain and alternate, I believe, so always the ones that take charge, and they mean everything. They're their second coach, and same with the goaltender, so it'll be interesting to see this one.
We get a looks like called. A free kick for Colorado State.
It's a bit early. We're only 3 minutes into this one, but this ball has really not left Colorado State's attacking zone so far. CU's definitely got to maintain possession of that and be better on transition offense if they want to keep that pressure off their tender, because they can't let they can't save every shot on net.
This one rolls to the CSU goaltender.
Some good frontline attackers right here for CU, but Colorado State really good transition, but Colorado maintains possession. Nice outlet pass here, and last game it was undisputed that the trenches belong to CU, but I think we're going to see a lot of fighting today on the center field. See who comes up with it. As I said, it's the gateway to the attacking zone, so we'll see who can own that, and whoever owns the center field owns the game. As we're going to get another stoppage here, and believe that was out in Colorado State, so that'll be a throw-in for Colorado. Or Colorado State. I thought I saw a Colorado State player retrieve it.
Colorado will not be able to grab it. And it's a corner kick for Colorado State.
Ooh, corner kick. Yeah, I said this whole game so far is just, these first 5 minutes so far. I'm seeing a lot of possession here for Colorado State. Haven't been getting a shot. I don't think we've had a shot on that so far. Not really a dangerous look so far, but we'll see. That is bound to change in the next couple minutes.
That corner kick rolls to the top of the box and will be cleared by the Colorado defense.
Colorado State looking for just another person to pass to, but I think they could have pulled the trigger a little bit earlier in that one because, when there's that many bodies in front of the net, you might as well just put it on the goalie. See what happens.
There's the toss, and that goes out of bounds. Colorado State will get the ball here. 5 minutes into this one, no score.
The CU White team was doing really well after stoppages of play. We saw it on corner kicks, we saw it on throw-ins, but it'll be interesting to see how the women's team responds to that and how they perform off of those stoppages and corner kicks.
Colorado able to force a misplay, and the goaltender for Colorado will pick it up.
Keeper wants the players to go deeper and boots it.
This is kept in by Colorado for a moment. Colorado State trying to hang on to the ball, and it gets by a couple players before Colorado State finally able to take possession.
Almost gets a really good look there from the Rams, but the Rams actually almost let one go, but they were able to keep that one.
That one sails wide of the net, but there is a whistle before that ball was shot, so if it went in, it would not have counted it anyways.
Did not make that mistake from last game where we somehow didn't catch that, but this called back goal wasn't even a goal, so no confusion from here.
So Colorado will get a free kick. This one booted down past the midfield line.
Trying the long game here with those clears and things like that. Not really pressing defenders back or anything like that. They're really going all in this early in the game.
Colorado State continues to apply pressure.
Good rush here from Colorado State, but gonna be interesting to see if they can maintain it.
Colorado trying to clear out of their half of the field, and it looks like they will for just a moment.
Good pass for distance, but unfortunately not enough friendly bodies there to take advantage.
So they'll just play the safe pass, trying to curve that one away from the CSU defender. Colorado just kind of pops that one up along the sideline. Nice play, nice pass there, just out of the reach of the intended target, Ellie DeShano.
That's a really, really big issue. That's just a really big issue when it comes to, making distance and hoping on, just relying on passes like that is. You got to really rely that everyone's dribbling and catching passes, but when that doesn't happen, you're on an island. It's just you and your defender. There's no friendly faces to help you out, so when you lose control of the ball like that, it's just you and that defender, and no one's there to help you.
And so Colorado State loses that battle on the sideline. Colorado will get the throw in. Taken by DeShano. And we'll just get a lead pass. Missed that pass to Jillian Acosta. But now CSU's goaltender will have to make a play.
Ooh, Acosta almost gets a break there, but just gets disrupted there. Really good heads-up play from the Colorado State Rams. Just defense there, just making sure that there's no opportunity to outlet pass or even get a shot on net. The biggest job that a defenseman has is to just shorten that net that the goalie has to cover. So really good play there from the Rams defense. And 12 from the Colorado State Rams goes down as they try to pass that up the field. As that one rolls out of bounds, Colorado ball. And here comes a throw in here. And nice throw into Deshano. They're going to try and start a break here, right along the sidelines.
And now picked up by Colorado in the box. Still fighting for it along the baseline and out of bounds.
And as I said, big gaps between these players, so it's really up to you to make sure you keep possession of that ball. No one's going to be there to double up on you or help you out. So, you know, if Colorado wants to rely on the passing game like that, they need to start bunching up or something like that, because they really haven't been maintaining possession when it comes to one-on-one. Here
And
comes
Keel just taps it to another CU player in Wiley McBride to try and set up sort of a little fake out, I guess. I'm not sure, but, you know, I think they liked the power McBride had, and, well, she kind of overshot a little bit. Couldn't get the great touch. Colorado State will cover and clear the ball.
And we could hear her exclaim to herself. She knows even she was confused by what she was trying there. So sometimes your instincts take over, and at least in soccer, you try and do a move that is instinctual. You don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we find ourselves back in Colorado's defensive territory, and looks like a corner kick coming up off I think it was a missed pass from Colorado defenders. So Colorado State getting, I believe, their first corner kick opportunity of this game. They're gonna have
Second.
Oh, it's two. All right, their second. They're gonna have looks like 3 defensemen back. Not really committing to this too much.
Right in there. Nice save by the Colorado goaltender. And we've gotten through the first 10 minutes. No score, but solid chances for both teams.
Ooh,
Sliding chance made by the Colorado State player, and makes a good play, able to stay with it.
clean slide tackle on Deshano. That was really, really nice to see there. You really got to appreciate clean slide tackles because it's all on the ball, no physical contact at all. It is really a sight to see.
So here's Holly Keel, forcing that one to go out of bounds, and Colorado State will maintain possession.
A throw in here coming up. That's going to be Acosta.
Colorado cannot get that out of their own defensive zone. It's going to be a corner kick for Colorado State again.
Acosta got a leg on that, but whoever threw that in just maybe it was calculated in that defensive play from her. But
Here's the corner kick, and it misses their target. There's the
second chance.
second chance, and it will be cleared away by Colorado.
This play's not done yet. Trying to get sustained pressure on the Buffaloes, but
CU's able to clear it out.
really nice to stay onside there. We're going to get a breakout, one-on-one.
Here's the look. Tried to make a move. Deshano tripped up at the last second.
Keeping her head up. She's going to get right back in formation, though.
This one will stay just in bounds, and Colorado will get this touch.
It's got to
And
be
a
frustrating.
nice little pass there, but yeah, Deshano probably wants that back. I mean, great play by the defender to kind of start pushing her away from a good opportunity on net,
Yeah, it looks
forcing her to make a play around her, and she could not.
like she tried to do like a nutmeg almost. Like she tried to get that ball in front of the defender, probably anticipating that she would go backwards with that ball. But really good leg work there. Gets that disruption and stops a really good look there from the Buffaloes, even if it was just one player. CU is going to regroup here as they try and enter the zone.
Just kind of boom it down towards the corner, having to chase it down, and it will go out at the back line, just missing it. So it's going to be a goal kick for Colorado State.
Too much faith there that somebody on the bus were able to take that one upfield.
A little too much power.
Yeah, just I don't know what she saw, but you know, just hoping that there was somebody out there to take that upfield, and that one just rolls out of bounds.
And so the goal kick for Colorado State, after they get a sub in, they do conduct a substitution. And they kind of miss a little bit. It's not going to hurt them in the long run here.
Sun's starting to really beat down now, though. It's I believe it was 82 the last time I checked the weather, so not a single cloud in the sky. So substitutions, you're gonna see a lot like that, and fortunately they can cycle back in, unlike other kinds of soccer. So we'll see how this one plays out.
This one into the box. Colorado State able to clear it out. It will go out of bounds, so Colorado will actually get a throw in here. So really good opportunity here.
throwing coming up. We got a couple opportunities, but really good man coverage right now from Colorado State. Looks like the 49ers out there. Like, they're really sticking to their guys, and we're going to see how that
nice
plays out.
footwork, but the final touch is not there.
Oof.
Able to work around the defender. Nice moves from Jordan Okada.
And how about Holly Keel? She was able to completely get her defender to peel off her. Like, you know, if that ball was a little bit to the right, that would have been her and nobody. So that was a really good play to get
Just
the defender to peel off you. And, you know, that was an open man, but the ball just was a little too out of her reach. And that one's going to be a goalie kick coming up for the Rams.
This one's sent towards the midfield line, but as with most of these goal kicks that we've seen that have just kind of been going for power, it's been a struggle for a lot of these teams to kind of gain control right off the goal kick, with that bouncing ball being hard to control.
And they'll figure it out. They'll try and work a way that, you know, the keeper will figure out, like, okay, like the long game isn't working right now, or we're not winning the aerial assault, so just need to start experimenting, seeing what kind of kicks your team is responding to, and if they go down and you need desperation time and need to start a rush, they'll just keep bombing it downfield till it works. So it'll be interesting to see how the keeper, after, you know, having these longer passes, how they adjust to that in response to how the Rams have been controlling the air game so far. It's really been even, honestly, watching this so far. And a break there. Could have been a break for the Rams.
Yeah, could have been a break for the Rams.
Ball was moving way too slow. I think it was deflected off a CU defender, so not as much power as the Rams wanted, but CU's going to try and come up with this. But now that ball
player trips, and now CU could not capitalize, but here comes Holly Keel. She's over there on the side. She's going to pass it back to Okada.
And try and slow that game down, try to be more methodical,
Lead
get your
pass,
defenders.
looking for Keel down in the corner, and CSU will just knife that one out.
It's going to be a throw, and someone's going to want to take that.
Yeah, that'll be Okada. We'll go ahead and pick this one up, and we'll go ahead and throw this one in.
Get a throw in here.
So here's the throw, and it decides to go close to the goalie box.
Okada throws
Tap
that
it back.
Good disruption.
So a chance now for Colorado to kind of get some possession.
Almost Colorado State's opportunity there. If that, just you know, you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You can't always tell where that ball is going, but just a little bit more eyes on that. That would have been a great opportunity for the Rams to start a break there.
And so Colorado State looking to get some more pressure.
The Rams, honestly, I think they're the ones that have been really owning this center field. Whenever
Yeah.
Colorado enters the zone, it's been coming off these really long passes. So I think Colorado's got to figure out that if they can't get that ball going through the middle, they got to go over the middle with longer passes.
Keel tried to move around the defender, and it looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Keel will take it.
Hey, the ball went in the net. It was just the auxiliary net. So, as you said, Keel's going to try and take a corner kick here, but
See Okada right here,
yeah.
right next to her.
Okada is a shallow player to take it.
I do try to kick it in. Goes off and away. Here comes a chance. And Colorado can't get a shot. Now there's a shot, and a great save is made by the Colorado State netminder.
What a save there. A little bit of a breakdown from that defense to, you know, sometimes there's confusion and you just want to hope that someone else takes your assignment, but just, as I said, just confusion there. Just
a great play.
Yeah, I want to
And
say
they'll get a chance to do it all over again.
I want to say number one, captain of the Colorado State Rams, just saw that ball deflect and hoping that someone else took that assignment for her, but no one was there to take it. So really great shot from Colorado and amazing save from Colorado State. Looks like we're going to have two people in the corner kick. Always
Here's
nice to
Keel
have a...
to take the corner kick. It's a lobber. Tried that header. Doesn't work. It's still loose in the box. Mad scramble for it, and Colorado State will get it out of the box, but here's a shot just launched out into the playground. And so Colorado State is able to hold.
Yeah, I've been noticing on those corner kicks. CU's been having two players back there, so maybe whoever's back there, if they don't like the formation that's going on, they'll just dump it to the person next to them and try and start a play there. But I haven't seen that so far. Just interesting how they line up in that formation. Maybe they'll employ that sometime. Gonna be interesting to see how Colorado State manages the corner kick, but we've only seen 2 from them so far, and I think they've made adjustments since.
Ball picked up by the Rams defense. They're going to try and get this out of the zone after the goalie kick was not just sent all the way down. This one is all the way down into the corner and out of bounds. Colorado will get a throw in.
Going to be interesting to see how they break out the zone here, because they're not going to be able to kick it over the middle. And as we've been kind of mentioning, Colorado State's really been dominated in that center field, so they might just want to hold on until they can get a stoppage, because trying to cross into that neutral zone just has not been working so far for the Buffaloes.
So it's sent in. They clear it down. Picked up by the goaltender for Colorado.
Great heads up. If you're a goalkeeper, you really just can't play in your own goal. You got to move out. You got to attack when you need to, and sometimes you got to leave the crease. And it's a little bit riskier, but I liked how she came out, grabbed that ball, and denied any opportunity that could have came from that. And Colorado State, again, proving that they just own that middle field. They're going to try and start something here.
So this one cleared down. Another pickup for the Colorado goaltender.
Both tenders starting to earn their pay, because
Both have had some action, but obviously CSU's goaltender has the big save to keep this game scoreless.
Yeah, and pressure's coming in even here. It's hard to say which one's getting more sustained pressure, but the Rams and the Buffaloes getting some great looks so far. Colorado's yet to get another opportunity like that, and I don't think Colorado State's had as good of a shot on net as Colorado has with that shot, but we're only
21 minutes into the game.
Only 21 minutes into the game.
Colorado will kick this one away. Takes her time. We'll just send it off to her defender.
I wonder if we're starting to see a switch up here, because it's going to be interesting to see how they start entering the neutral zone and transition from that.
A pass attempt blocked by the Rams. And they play on after
it's like a shove.
One of the Rams falls down.
Yeah, looks like a shove came in from looks like a shove came in from Schubel, and was looking for a call, the Colorado State Ram, but they'll play on.
So we're approaching the halfway point of this first half. No score. Very evenly played throughout this first 22 minutes.
Probably as even as they can get. It's going to be really interesting to see who can break this tie, because I don't even have a prediction for this one. I thought it was a bit more clear what was happening with the Regis game that we just watched, but it's hard to tell, because these teams, both of these teams, are really good at adjusting. And say we do have a goal before the half ends, I think you're going to see the other team on the opposite side of that really come out firing, and they're going to really make some adjustments.
Please send it out. And now Colorado State trying to exit their half. Colorado just trying to keep applying pressure. And they'll just send it down towards the corner. It will go out of bounds, and it'll be a CSU throw-in.
Now CSU from their own zone, they're doing a great job at clearing it. I mean, the Buffs have gotten maybe 2, maybe 3 really good shots on net, but Colorado State, in terms of clearing the zone once they have that ball, doing very well.
This one kept in, and it will go off a player Colorado ball, and they will stop it real quick to have a quick substitution. We're into the 24th minute. No score from the CU Athletic Fields here on ScoBuff Sports.
And here we go now. Defenses have been doing really good in this game so far. I mean, we haven't really seen any big opportunities for, maybe being caught in odd man and things like that. So I think these adjustments that are getting made and how both Colorado State and Colorado has been transitioning onto their defense has been doing very well so far at preventing those breakaways.
This one cleared out.
Another midfield battle. Gonna see who comes out on top of this one. Colorado's looking great in this.
Here comes
play.
an opportunity, and the defense is able to make the play and prevent a shot on goal. It kind of just sits on top of the netting.
The ball is a literal shot on net. It is on the net.
Yeah.
But no, amazing play there from both sides of the ball. I mean, Colorado State denying that good scoring opportunity, making the shooter feel very uncomfortable with that shot. But, you know, good on the shooter for getting a shot on goal because, as I said, like 80 bad shots on goal is better than 2 good ones. We're seeing those that two-person position here. Looks like they're going to have a maneuverable corner kick, so they're going to try
like
and...
Stella Stone to kick it. Header is rejected. Excuse me, that's not Stella Stone. That is Signy.
Oh, my. Number 16. Wow.
And
Number 16, physical ball, bumps number 2 off the ball. It's going to take a hard hit.
They're going to have to bring him out.
What a hard hit.
You hate to see that.
Yeah, number 2 bumped off that ball, trying to go for possession there. I think completely caught off guard, you know. They try and teach heads up, but you really can't in this sport with the emphasis on, you know, your feet and things like that. So eyes on the ball, and unfortunately got caught off guard with that hit. And
well, we're gonna go ahead and step aside for a second as they sort this out.
Looks like we will get a stoppage here. We're at 19:51 left in this one. I believe that makes it, I was never good at math. I think that's 25 minutes into this game.
And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the CU Athletics Center. They're able to get the player off the field. Look, she's okay now. She's able to kind of get up off her own power. It was just a nasty tumble.
Yeah.
And just hopefully nothing is broken and nothing too serious comes out of it, because it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, big thank you to our athletics staff. It's, it sucks that this is part of any sport, but, when things like that happen, really great to know that there's, really, really considerate people out there that get our players right, because, it sucks seeing anybody go down. But I think you're going to see that intensity ramp up here against Colorado State, because this is a big rivalry, and they demand physical play, and you're going to see a lot more bumps off the ball, and we're going to see how that continues as Colorado State is in the zone right now.
And so we continue play.
Just gonna give it to the keeper. Make sure the keeper has the final say in that play. And looks like it went untouched went untouched onto the sidelines. So that's Colorado's throw in, but Colorado lets that one go, and I think it bounced off a Colorado State defender. So that'll be a throw in coming up for Colorado. And the give. Nice job to get between that. And even though Colorado State let in a throw in for Colorado, really good job to get between the passers there. Ooh. I believe number 19 just took a ball to the face, but these are really strong people, and so the game's going to demand stuff like that. It was like 17 bumped off the ball there. Or 16, I'm sorry, put to the ground.
And the Colorado goaltender will kick it out.
Yeah, so you're going to see a lot of shoves in this game, a lot of pushes. This is a really fierce rivalry, and none of these people want to be shoved off the ball, so they're going to want to replicate that.
So now here comes Colorado.
Great opportunity here for Colorado.
Racing in. Here's a shot. Oh, no, they pass it. Now here's the shot, and they score.
21-16 connection.
Sydney Chichanowicz gets the goal. CU takes the lead 1-0.
And Medeiros with the pass. Amazing restraint there. I would have pulled the trigger right there, and maybe the goalie would have gotten that, but just amazing restraint there to not take a shot on net, to slow down, know your awareness, and know that Sydney was right there. And I thought that that pass was going to be a stray. It was kind of just rolling there, but just out of nowhere, Sydney, the 1-6, just taps that one in. And I don't even think the goalie thought that was going anywhere, because committed not enough to that one. And Colorado is up 1-0 at about the 30-minute mark in this one.
And so now Colorado takes the lead with 15.5 left to go in the first half. Here comes Colorado State into the Colorado half.
So still, good job at owning that that central part of the field. It's really important there that if you have the confidence to enter that zone like that, if you own the center field and getting into it, you have a lot more leverage. And Colorado State's down in this one, but I think at the half or shortly after it, they're going to get another good look, because they've been really good at adjusting so far, and possession has been really strong for Colorado State. A nice long pass, almost connects number 11.
Yeah, this
on
one
the Rams.
popped up.
Very good job by Colorado there to get between that. That was almost a great pass from the Rams. Here comes an opportunity for Colorado
deep.
Again.
Well, they're going to whistle it
dead.
I mean, it was too far away from Medeiros.
just a little
first
bit
place.
too much on it. But positioning for that ball wasn't too bad. Goalie played very, very far forward, sensing that a rush was coming, but luckily for the
Deep
keeper, nothing happened.
play.
Ooh,
Colorado can't handle it, but it goes back behind the goal, and it looks like a corner kick for the Rams.
Paige Foster almost cost that one because looks like had hands on it, but dropped the ball. Fortunately, it rolled out of bounds. But that was almost a drop pass right into the legs of a Colorado State attacker. So crisis averted there, but just didn't hand onto the ball. But now we're going to have a corner kick coming up for the Rams. And now this time they're going to be the really static position. And
Here's the kick. It goes into the box. There's a shot, and it goes up over the corner of the net and out of play.
really shallow kick there. That ball stayed on the ground and tried to get it to a friendly Ram, and I believe tried another cross in, but ball had a little bit too much mustard on it, but trying to avoid the header there because Colorado could definitely get possession back easier that way. So I think Colorado State's still experimenting with how they're going to handle corner kicks. I would probably sense another shallow kick like that where it stays on the ground. And here comes a big kick here from goalkeeper. Wasn't too deep of a play, but looks like Colorado's going to get possession off of a whistle. Free kick coming up for Colorado. Just one underlying defender, so it's going to be interesting to see how much Colorado commits to this play. But the Rams, right possession, get right back to it.
And there's a play, free kick for Colorado State as takedown from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, good. As I said, good job to knock that player off the ball because, you know, you're going to be trying to stopping these passing options, and eventually that's going to come up where it's a scoring opportunity. So whether you're covering the angle or trying to play on that ball, it's going to be interesting to see who wins that game.
Deep pass. And Colorado's going to be able to try and get over to that
Here comes the
ball.
fire.
There's a centering pass. It goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick.
Really
Great hustle from Madeline Poirier-Arce from Waunakee, Wisconsin, a freshman.
almost on her own too. Looked like she was looking for a crossing opportunity. Probably frustrated that there wasn't that many white jerseys to pass to, but good job from the Rams to keep that one contained. Because on her own, I think she would have definitely gotten a good look off that. So hoping that she didn't have any passing options, and they read that right because that one went forced to a goal kick.
This one will be sent in. And now digging for it is Colorado and Colorado State. The hustle's there for the Buffaloes and is able to just clear it out. Great hustle from Anna Arnold, the junior from Highlands Ranch.
And that's a throw-in for Colorado State, but good job to get that one out of bounds and get your defense to regroup, because I saw a little bit of a mismatch, at least in on the left side over here. So without that kind of adjustment being made right there, that could have been a really good look for the Rams. So Colorado prevents some kind of mismatch, and we're going to see how that moves forward.
Throwing. He's sent to the side.
You got two Colorado State Rams hustling for it. Colorado, though, gets one first. It looks like that tackle was all player and no ball, so
Colorado gets the ball.
no card, but that tackle was pretty physical. I don't think the Buffalo attacker got any of that ball, but
Well, if there wasn't a card for the big hit that was laid earlier in the game, I don't know if there will be a card in this game,
Yeah.
because I mean you can't really get much.
absolutely. But still, kick opportunity for the Rams. I believe it was for the Rams. But
Substitutions now coming in for both sides.
as I said, at least at the club level, you're going to have substitutes being told a very different thing than the starters. So every time you see a new wave of substitutions, you're going to be seeing a little bit different play style coming in. Maybe your coach is saying, to your subs, play more physical or play deeper. So you're going to have this difference between the substitutes and how the starters are playing. And here comes an opportunity here for the Buffaloes.
Here's a chance. She's got someone. There's a shot. Saved, made by the keeper. Header up in the air over the net. Just barely missed it.
I hate perspective sometimes because I saw that ball come down and I thought for a second that was in, but it was just over the net.
Barely off the mark.
Great second chance opportunity there. Just didn't quit. Like that. Even when that shot was very obviously deflected, didn't try and transition back. Just committed to that second chance opportunity and just goes over the net. But could have been a really good opportunity for the Buffs. The Rams are going to try and take the momentum the other way.
Yep, they'll get a throw in here with about 8.5 left in the first half. They'll pick it up from behind the scores, the lift where the scores are. And now Colorado gets possession after the throw-in doesn't really work out for the Rams.
It's a lot like the last game where it's just back-to-back throw-ins. And as I said, we've seen one team last game just thrive from those stoppages in play. And one team was really good when the play of the game was a lot more slow. So we'll see which one of them is jumping on that ball a little bit better. Neither team getting too good of looks off of corner kicks or things like that. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes in these last 8 minutes or in the next half.
Here comes the hustle from Kiel, and it will go out of bounds. Colorado will contain and maintain possession of the ball.
A bit even for the possession time, and I think we got about even time in Colorado's and Colorado State's zone. So, of course, the score is 1-0, but some not bad opportunities here from the Rams, and Colorado getting their own opportunities so far.
So here's Wiley McBride to throw it in for the Buffs.
And it must be strange to hear like commentary of yourself, like when you're about to throw it in.
Here's a chance, right in front. Oh, and another great save by the CSU goaltender, robbing Jillian Acosta.
Deflection right to Acosta, and got that one on net, but really good heads up from that goalie to, not only get that first save, but maintain the deflection and track it where it was going, and didn't commit too much to that first shot because that would have been an easy tap in for Acosta. And
yeah, that was a really good outside foot pass from Natalie Ziegler.
Rams almost get a great opportunity, but
yeah, here's Kiel passing it back, and that'll be just popped up out of bounds into the spectator area where everyone's got their lawn chairs out, just like what we saw when we were all kids.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice to kind of see some of that environment still going on here at the college level.
Yeah, I played pretty. I was like first grade and things like that. We still got a good turnout. A lot of parents, a lot of fans and stuff like that. So, it's a beautiful day in Boulder, and it's a little on the hot side, so not the best
yeah,
for
it was pretty
players.
chilly yesterday. It didn't get over 60 at all.
It's 50-degree weather at a turtleneck, and today it is 84 with the sun beating. So, like the 300 days of sunshine.
That's a little hot.
Yeah,
that's a little hot. But you are right. The sun is out. There is not a single cloud in the sky. Not a single one.
And this is the same sun that our Colorado Buffaloes football team is looking at right now. And they're a couple hours away in Tempe. It is probably searing right now.
Yeah, they are just a little under 2 hours away from kickoff out there against the Sun Devils. But CU continues to have action on this campus every weekend, regardless of the football team is playing or not. Less so on the club side for sure, less so when the football team is in town. But when they're on the road, there is a ton of sports that you can come and watch here at CU.
Yeah, absolutely. And really accessible stuff, too. All I got to do is come down to this athletic field, and you got a game going on. So
yep.
That, and you have Prent up where
the women's D1 team plays.
Yeah.
They just played against Stanford on Thursday. Ranked at number 25. They unfortunately dropped 3-1 to Stanford.
What a fun team to watch.
But, yeah, they have been a great team to watch. Shira James has scored a goal in, I think, 7 straight.
Yeah.
So that's a fun team to watch.
I think she's almost like two goals a game. She's doing amazing right now, and really fun to watch our varsity team. But
these teams are playing pretty well right now, too.
Very physical, very intense, things like that. And we've seen very good opportunities here from the Rams and from the Buffs. And
I mean, as we mentioned from at the top of the broadcast, the only teams these teams combined have lost to is Utah during the CU Invitational 2 weeks ago, and then the Colorado Gold team lost to the Colorado Black team last weekend, and that's it. Those are the only losses, and both these teams have played, I think, 7 or 8 matches. Ooh. Now it's a steal right down low. There's a shot, tough angle. It has to be deflected away by the CSU goaltender.
An amazing chase down from Acosta there. Chases down that ball, I want to say maybe 5 feet close to that distance between that defender, pushes the defender off the ball, and gets it on the gets it back in play on the net. Seeing some really good north-south passing right now from the Buffaloes, just completely trying to manage that more horizontal play here against the Rams, and the Rams haven't been responding as well. I mean, as we've been saying, they're really spaced apart, and when you have a situation like that, you're going to be on your own when you lose that ball, and Colorado State hasn't been capitalizing as much as Colorado has, and you can see that right now. We're up 1-0.
So this is cleared down, thrown on net, and an easy play for the Colorado State goaltender. This one's sent out.
Lobs it, but
nothing too crazy with that throw.
as far as you can throw with your arms, but as I said, they may not find that their air game is working that deep, so they might want to do it a little bit more shallow.
Colorado State with under 3 minutes left, trying to put together an opportunity and attack to get a shot on the Colorado goal, as the goalie for Colorado just booms it down, and Colorado's goaltender will jump on it. So goaltender to goaltender on that play right there.
And good thing she did. I count 3 Rams to 2 Buffaloes. That would have been a really good look there, off of a boot from Colorado State's goaltender. But you got to be playing a lot more deeper if you're the defenseman for Colorado.
CU looking for one more opportunity and a trip down.
Looks like a leg tie up there. And
Yeah, McCarthy had a chance there. It doesn't really work out, as that ball will be sent towards the turf field. Someone in the spectator area will go grab it for the team. So pass there on the money.
tape to tape.
Tape to tape.
Whatever the equivalent is in soccer. I mean, if you tape your foot, it's tape to tape.
Yeah,
Get like a,
throw in on the money.
Crossing
And that one
attempt.
curving towards the CSU goaltender, and she picks it up.
Crossing attempt, and yet again, you can see Acosta on that ball, right in the crease. Acosta's really bullying that goalkeeper, just making sure she feels uncomfortable in her own box, and Colorado State hasn't been getting pressure on Acosta to make sure that hasn't been happening.
That one goes out of bounds. Minute and a half left in the first half. Here comes the throw in. Whistle it ready.
Gonna do as much as I can in a minute 30. I would just try to change the narrative here, because
Well, CU's going to get the ball back as that throw in doesn't really work out.
CU was up a little bit in this, but if you can get one last good look or one last sustained pressure, I think Colorado State can really enter in the zone here coming up in the next half.
Final minute in the first half.
Here comes a look for Colorado State.
Passes out to the edge.
Great outlet. Gonna try and dump pass that
And
over
tried
the
that
center.
centering pass. It's a bit on the weak side, and it will be cleared out. Colorado State will get an opportunity here. 45 seconds left in the half.
The Rams really not elevating that ball. I don't know how confident they are in their air game, but that ball stays on the ground a lot, even for centering opportunities. And Colorado State, it's really easy to just get in front of that ball when it's on the ground like that. And so maybe Colorado State doesn't have as much confidence in their vertical and air game.
So the Colorado goaltender to punt it out with 20 seconds left. There are no rush here. 15 seconds.
15 seconds and a mile away from 10. They're just going to try and dump this one out and see what happens.
Yep, there's Acosta. Sends it deep. And that header will signify the end of the first half. And that'll do it. 1-0 Colorado at the end of the first half on a goal from Sydney Chichinowicz in front. And CU takes the early lead. We'll be back shortly for coverage of the second half between Colorado and Colorado State. Stay tuned. You're watching Scoba Sports. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the CU Athletic Fields for the second half of this matchup between the Buffaloes and the Rams. I'm now joined by Milena Humphreys, the EP here at ScoBuff Sports.
Oh, hey Alex, how you doing? I kind of had to take over for Nick because he had to head out, but what a great first half that you guys had. I mean, you're leading 1-0. It's super, super exciting. I did kind of want to talk about that injury update, though. You know,
Yeah.
CSU's number 2, she ended up leaving the field in an arm brace on her right arm, so I think she's headed out to the hospital, but I'm glad that she's where she needs to be and that she's doing okay. But play just kicked off.
That's amazing because now the Buffs, with a 1-0 lead, looking to capitalize and continue their dominance. So 1-0 Buffs over the Rams. Both teams will switch sides, so Colorado will be attacking away from us here. And we'll get a lot of good views of the goaltender for Colorado, Paige Foster. Throw-in for Colorado State is taken away by the Buffs. A very nice move to get around the Ram defender. Going down in the corner to grab it is Colorado. And they call it out of play, and we got a corner kick coming up for the Buffs.
You know, something I feel like that we don't talk a lot about here is just the agility that these women need to be able to play this game. I mean, soccer is such a fast-paced game. It's very consistent. You have to have the endurance as well, but just the way that they're able to change their direction, their speed so quickly. Like, these women are very agile in this gameplay. They've been really showing that out here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hustle here in this game. And that one popped up over the net and out of play. And not only are the players on the field having a lot of chances and having a ton of hustle, but the goaltenders have both had their fair share of action in this game so far. More tight hustle, and that pass is a little too far, and the Buffs will get a throw in here. It will be Wiley McBride to throw it in for the Buffs. Throwing it over the top, and the Buffs are able to come away with it. Colorado State able to fight off the Buffalo's attack and clear the ball. Foster will boot it out. Header at center.
Colorado State's having really good coverage on our offensive players, and they're doing a really good job keeping it in the offensive zone for them.
There's a little shove there, and that's going to be a free kick for the Rams. They'll get a chance to set up a little play, see what they can draw up with a free kick right around the midfield line as they boot it into the Colorado half. Nice header there from the Buffs defense, and Foster covers. So 3 minutes into the second half, and Foster's has to make a couple saves. Buffs getting it out of their own half and setting it down. They will regroup and try to push forward once again. Here's McBride on the side. McBride couldn't shake off the CSU defender, but she will get a throw in here. Try and keep the offensive possession going for Colorado. Over the top. Here's Ziegler in the corner. Has Keel, but Ziegler loses the ball. McBride to go recover it for the Buffaloes. It goes out of bounds, so she'll just throw it in.
Colorado is really gaining these offensive momentum, but they're having a hard time maintaining it. You know, they're getting into their offensive zone, but they're having a hard time maintaining the ball down in their offensive zone. CSU is really capitalizing off their opportunities to bring it back downfield.
And so McBride to throw it in. Over the top. And they have a whistle, free kick for the Buffs. So McBride's right on the sideline to go ahead and take this kick. She'll leave it for Amanda Frank, the freshman for Virginia Beach. Here's the boot into the goalie box, and the Rams defense does a good job to clear it out, but storming it again is Frank, and it's cleared out by the Rams. Racing in. Oh, the Rams are going to have a one-on-one look, but Foster's able to clear it out before any dangerous chances are put on the Buffs goaltender.
In classic Colorado State fashion, we're seeing a lot of passion on this field, especially in
Yeah.
the beginning. We saw that Colorado State telling his players to, quote, crush them, as in crushing the Buffaloes. So that's going to be a really big thing. And we're still seeing a lot of those tensions building up out here on the sidelines.
Yeah. It's been a very physical game. You've been seeing a lot of players kind of just go down to the ground after, there's some shoving. They've had to stop play quite a bit to allow free kicks with some pushing and shoving from both sides.
Oh, most definitely.
And so now the Rams trying to put in the tying goal, but the Buffs will clear. Here's Jillian Acosta on the side near her own bench, and she will throw it in. Throwing down to Ziegler on the side, the far side away from us. They have a whistle and a yellow card coming up. They actually do draw a card. Not exactly sure who, but it's going to be a yellow card looking to be against the Buffs. So a yellow card addressed to the Buffaloes. Interesting that that's what calls for the first card of the game.
I know we were
Very physical.
Yes, we were hearing a lot of talk earlier, especially regarding that big hit on that CSU defender number 2. So, and there wasn't a card drawn on that. So it's interesting to see that that was the first card of the game.
CSU just outside of the Buffs attacking zone. This will go out right near our table. And the Rams will get a throw in right after there is a substitution for the Rams. Throws behind her. Kind of just a lob in, trying to get to the defender. There's a shot on net. Great stop, and Foster's on it. Anna Arnold saves her goaltender, keeping that one out of the net. And it's still 1-0 Colorado.
What a turning point that could have been. That was a great play by Colorado, especially on their defender saving that goaltender.
So Foster gets out of the jam. Is able to punt it away. And now here's Okada just to put it into the Colorado State half. Get a little breather for Foster and the rest of the defense. They stop play. And the Rams will take possession. Fake the free kick. Now it's booted down towards the box. It's headed away by Wiley McBride. And here comes Holly Keel. Keel, one-on-one. Keel has it float behind the net, and it's cleared away by the Rams defense. So back-to-back plays from both sides where the defenders save their goaltenders.
And that's just showing how competitive that this game truly is. There's not
That
one
one's
team.
off the crossbar. Sorry, finish.
No, I was just saying that's just showing just how competitive both of these teams are. You know, it's not that one team stands out more than the other. They're really stepping up to the play, and they're showing how competitive that they can be.
Yeah, so a lot of really, really big chances for both sides. 2 right there for Colorado State, and they hit the crossbar on that second one. And Colorado able to shake off that one. So McBride will leave it for Frank to take the free kick. See what they draw up. They're all lining up to the left of the goal. Kind of expect that's where the ball's headed. Lobbed up and deflected away by the Rams goaltender. CU will be able to continue to apply pressure, but they cannot regain possession, as here's Frank to boot it back into the CSU half. And a trip, and CU will get a free kick.
Fans are not too happy about that card, right?
Well, we do have and that's what's one thing that I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is that this is what's great about this rivalry, is that because Fort Collins and Boulder are so close, people are able to drive to and fro to these games, no problem. So you truly do get that rivalry feel at every level.
Yeah, well, and speaking of fan turnout, it feels pretty even on both ends. We got a lot of CSU fans here, as well as CU fans showing up for their Buffs.
Here's Frank on the free kick again, and that one is knocked away out of harm's way. Cleared in, and now the Rams have an attack. Has to move around one more defender. Now he's waiting for a pass, waiting for reinforcements. Gets it down low, and it will go out of bounds off of the legs of Arnold. And CSU will have a corner kick. Very important point in this game as we are into the 57th minute. Colorado still leading 1-0.
This could be a vital moment for CSU right here, getting ready in front of that goal just to be able to tie up the game 1-1.
Here's the corner kick. It's shallow on the ground and cleared away by the Buffs. CSU going to bomb that one out of bounds and into the playground.
Over the fence it goes.
Someone's going to have to go grab that. Definitely will not be me. Definitely don't want to be the one that has to go get it.
That's a little bit of a trick there. I couldn't blame you. I wouldn't want to do it
I
either.
don't want. Well, it's either go the long way or jump over the fence, and I don't necessarily want to jump over the fence right now. So Colorado will clear and enter the Colorado State half of the field once again. Rolling into the goal box and out of play, out of the reach of the Ram goaltender. And so everyone lining up in the box. Looks to be a Buff corner kick coming up. And just as you said, it's a vital moment for CSU. This could be a vital moment for Colorado.
How the tables are turning. I mean, this could be a really big deal. This will give them that lead, that 2-0 lead that they may need.
Oh, and the corner kick is a little tap to the defender right there. Now here's a shot to the side. Was looking for the header. It's just out of the reach of the intended receiver.
You know, you were kind of talking about the record earlier with this Gold team, and I kind of wanted to bring up their past history. I mean, Colorado Gold has played in 5 national championship games, winning 3 of them, which is super, super interesting. And in addition to this, in their national titles, they've finished in the top 8 in the country or higher in 22 of 27 of their national tournament appearances, which their last one was the 2022 national quarterfinals.
Yeah, so they've got high hopes again this year.
Yeah.
Well, they've dropped 2 games so far against Utah and the other Colorado team, Colorado Black. There's a third one. I don't think either of these teams will play the Colorado Silver team. So Colorado and Colorado Black already played, and Colorado Black came out victorious over Colorado Gold, which is something that I was kind of surprised to see because you'd assume that the Gold team would be the better team, but a little upset there. And that one goes out of bounds, so Paige Foster will be able to just kick it away.
It's very much an upset. I mean, they've won the CU Invitational 15 times, and their last championship at the CU Invitational was just this past year in the 2022 season.
Yeah, CSU actually was in the final of that Invitational this season, and they dropped it to Utah. So maybe I guess we got to look out for the Utes now. Now here's an opportunity for the Rams. Able to get by the defense, and it's in the net. Just like that, this game is tied.
What a slew of CSU fans out here, though. I mean, they really took this field to a new level, especially with those chants. And now we're tied. What a big deal to have a tied game. We've got about 30 minutes left. Kind of take me through what CU is going to need to be able to do to get that point up back on the board.
Well, they've been continuing to apply pressure, and I think that's exactly what they need to continue to do because CSU that was probably their best chance of the day. So if they're able to continue to have the good opportunities that they've had, continue to get corner kicks and force those, I think that they have a good chance to put another one past the CSU goaltender to try and take the lead again. And for CSU, I think they're just playing on their back foot a little bit because of the pressure that CSU has been able to apply. But right now, that doesn't matter anymore because now the score is tied.
Yeah, very, very physical game. I mean, Colorado's just really going to need to capitalize off all the opportunities they have. You know, and you and Nick were talking about it a little bit earlier in the men's game, just like any kick, just any look that you have at this point. Because if you don't take it, then there's no chance of even trying to get it in the goal.
Yep, he said 80 bad shots are better than 2 good shots.
Exactly. So any look that you have, you're going to try and capitalize off of.
CSU racing down the sideline again, close to the bottom line, and it rolls out. Looks to be a goal kick for the Buffs. And so Foster to kick this one away for the Buffs. She has seen substantially more attention in this game than the men's netminder did against Regis. And Foster has looked good today outside of that one goal that she just let up just a few minutes ago. As this one will just head out and they'll let Foster kick it away again.
Yeah,
but not before substitutions.
That men's game was a really dominant game earlier by Colorado, 8-0. I mean,
yeah.
What do you think?
Regis
really
didn't seem to have any sort of chance in it, and the Buffs just seemed to have the upper hand the entire way through. So that's kind of nice and refreshing about this game is that this game has been really even all the way through. And, of course, with the score tied, neither team seems to have the upper hand.
A big difference we're seeing is a lot of communication on the field, though.
Yes.
I mean, compared to earlier games, Regis really struggled in that communication aspect, and I think that's why they had such a hard time, and the Buffs were able to put up so many goals on them. But out here, we're seeing even communication between Colorado and Colorado State.
And, well, Colorado State will get possession here after the throw-in right on the sideline is last touched by the Buffs. And reverse it. Last touch by the Rams, and now the Buffs have a throw-in. As that both teams are struggling right now to kind of get the upper hand and kind of find possession as the Buffs try to clear it. Ball enters the midfield and is sent to the other sideline and out of bounds. Rams ball.
We are seeing a lot of play in that neutral zone, though. I mean, after that last goal, we haven't seen a lot of domination in either side of the field.
There's a whistle and a free kick for the Buffaloes. Wiley McBride will take it for the Buffs. McBride sends it deep down the sideline. And the Rams, oh, there's a fake. And the Buffs are able to take control right around the corner. And that goes off the Rams. I think maybe off the Buffs again. And a goal kick coming up for the Rams. Under 26 minutes left in the second half. Buffs and Rams are tied at 1. Here's the goal kick. Curving towards the sideline. McBride reads it and sends it out of bounds. The Rams will just get a chance to throw it in. couple passes, but neither team seemed to getting possession. There's a whistle, and the Buffs will get a free kick. We've seen a lot of those throughout this game.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it's really changing the pace of the game.
It's a chance for both teams to kind of slow things down. McBride kicks it away. This one dead on for the net, and the Ram netminder will grab it.
You know, you guys were talking about it earlier, but talk about the change in temperature. I mean,
Yeah.
these players are really pushing through the heat. It was, what, 50 degrees yesterday? Really,
yeah,
really
it didn't
cloudy.
crack 60 at all.
I know. We're right around about 3 o'clock, 3:20. And
That's
just this heat.
quintessential Colorado weather around this time. One day it can be in the 40s and chilly, maybe even raining. The next day it's 70 or 80 and sunny. It's
Absolutely unpredictable, but
Yeah.
since both of these teams are from Colorado, they expect this, and they
Yeah.
already came in knowing this.
that one looked like it was off the hand of a Ram player, and it was. CU will get a free kick. There's the boot to the side, over the head of her intended receiver of that pass, and the Buffs will still get the throw in though. Fighting for it in the corner. That one goes out of bounds as well, and the Buffs retain possession. That corner is a bit tough to make out here.
I know, it's got a straight downhill from that point, so you really
Yeah.
can't see past the flag. And we're on the opposite corner of the field, so it's a little bit of a struggle to see.
But here's the throw-in. Just goes right back out, and the Rams now will have possession of the ball. Funny how things in this game change just like that. Just the throw-in, and then it goes off the wrong player, and then all of a sudden the other team just gets a chance to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm sure some of these players are taking this time to catch their breath, though. You know, this is, as much as it is about agility, it's a game of endurance. So
Yes.
just having these short breaks to get a breath and then get fully set.
The ultimate team game is stamina, if you will. You're out there, and you just keep playing. And it is a big, big field. There's a lot of ground to traverse throughout a game.
Lots of running.
I mean, I bet some of these midfielders probably run at least a mile, maybe mile and a half, 2 miles during the course of a game. Minimum. A lot of ground covered. And Buffs player gets tripped up, and the Rams are called for a penalty, or a foul. And it's a free kick again for the Buffs.
Seeing a little frustration out there on CSU.
And just like that, we reach the halfway point of the second half. 22 and a half minutes to make something happen to try and get the lead back. Wiley McBride once again to take the free kick. Shot on goal, just wide. Right idea.
You know, that may be something she's thinking about later, though, hoping
Yeah.
that, you know, that could have, like, we talk about turning points a lot,
Mhm.
but that was a very important free kick that she had. That very much could have given the Buffaloes the lead.
Very much so. It's popped up. Settled down along the sideline, and they call it out of bounds. And they give it to the Rams. So Rams will get a throw in. 21 and a half left to play in the 69th minute now of this game. Throw-in isn't necessarily on the money. Rams defense will have to recover. They'll just pass it back to their goalkeeper, and that pass sails out of bounds. So the Buffs will get possession. They'll get a throw-in the Rams' half. McBride looking down low, centering pass towards the goal, and it will be a corner kick for the Buffs.
Pace of the game is really, it's very, very much stop and go with these kicks, and you're hoping that we can start getting it going and keep a consistency in the game to be able to give the team some momentum they need to be able to put themselves up on the board.
Here's the corner kick, and it's deflected away. Buffs will chase it down, try and get another opportunity. And a foul has occurred. Rams ball. Just about to reach the 70-minute mark here at the CU Athletic Fields on ScoBuff Sports. Foster will grab it and clear the ball. Buffs maintain possession. McBride has it. Has some room. Able to work her way through a Ram defender and get a centering pass. Throw it on net, and it's wide. Picked up by the Rams goaltender.
This is where we're talking about taking those shots and trying to capitalize off of them, but this is where the accuracy part, that's the really important part that comes in, because without accuracy, you're not going to be able to get those goals that you need.
So into the final 20 minutes of regulation time and the game. This will end in a draw if neither team can score for the rest of the game. Here's the free kick, right to a Rams defender. But she is swarmed by a herd of Buffaloes, and they're able to maintain possession for a moment. And that will be Rams ball. They're going to let substitutions in, one for Colorado, 2 for Colorado State, are entering the game.
You know, we've already talked about it, but I want to bring it up again, the physicality. And as this clock is ticking down, the physicality is just increasing as we go.
And expect a very physical final 18 minutes from the athletic fields. This one cleared out. And the Buffs tripped up. Rams will take over, trying to get it out of their own half, as the Buffs have been pressuring and been able to keep it in the Ram half for a couple minutes now. Rams have struggled throughout this game to have extended zone time, as most of their opportunities and chances have come off of one-off chances. And they were able to put one home.
Yeah, but these substitutions that Colorado is making is really helping them out. I mean, you just said it, the dominance that they're having in their offensive zone. I mean, even the Rams will have a little bit of possession, but Colorado's able to keep it defensively on the offensive side.
And so we will see a Buff corner kick. Will they try something like they did on the last corner kick, where there's kind of a little tap in, or will they just try and send it deep?
I don't know. I'm hoping that they're going to go for the assist, so they're going to kick it out to the side and hopefully get an assist from one of the players on the outer side of the goal. But it's back in that tricky corner again.
So they're ready. Here's the corner kick, and it's knocked away. Didn't have the height to get to the far side of the goal, but
really good defensive play by CSU, though.
Yeah.
It's really good defensive play.
And, well, they're going to be rewarded because Colorado touched the ball with their hand. So Colorado State will get possession of the ball.
You know, with them being in their defensive zone mostly, Colorado State's really going to need to capitalize off the opportunity that they have and get it out of that defensive zone and hopefully into the Colorado's offensive zone.
This one popped up. Rams are trying anything they can to just keep it in the Buffs half, but a throw-in coming up for Colorado. Here's the throw. This is going to be sent down in the Rams half as they take control. Their defense has been playing well, but it's their offense that's kind of struggled right now. The midfielders and the strikers are struggling to keep the ball in the Buffs half. Foster's day, despite letting up a goal, has been pretty light compared to the Colorado State goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, relatively even play. We're just still seeing a little bit more dominance by Colorado, and both teams are knotted at one with about 15 minutes left. I mean, what do you think needs to be changed on either side just to be able to allow them to get another goal up on that board?
Frankly, for Colorado State, they just need to have more pressure. They just need to have more time in the Colorado half. The Colorado defense has been playing impressively and fantastic on that front, but for Colorado, they just need to be able to find a way to capitalize on one of these opportunities. Maybe get a second opportunity, maybe find a loose ball, get a rebound. They're going to have to try and find, maybe it may just come down to luck and just having someone there at the right place at the right time.
Taking those shots.
Rams are able to cross into the Buff half. And they can't quite get it out. Buffs continue to pressure. Ziegler chasing it down. It'll go off of her, and it will go out of bounds. Ram ball.
Any CSU possession that we see, though, Colorado, like, their defense is absolutely crowding the individual who has the ball. It's a really good play by them.
So the Rams to throw it from their own half. Fake a throw, and now they throw it in towards the sideline. They're going to have to work with 3 Buff defenders, but they're able to get this one cleared out for a moment. And they try to keep applying the pressure in the midfield here to try and get into the Buff half for more than a couple seconds. Nice move, and they'll send it back to the defense. Trying to work the whole length of the field. Into the Buff half it goes. Here's a centering pass, closing in on the top of the goalie box, and it's booted out by the Buffs. Rams able to keep it down there. And a bit of a collision. No one goes down, though.
It's that physicality that we were talking about earlier
Exactly.
right there.
And the Rams were called offsides there. Buffs will get a free kick. Just under 13 minutes left in the game. Still knotted up at 1 apiece. Rams don't have much time left, but neither do the Buffs. Chasing it down in the corner. Able to get to it. Makes a move around the defender. Puts a shot on net, and it's just wide. Just curved a little too early, and Foster will grab it. And it looks like Foster touched it too early. It's going to be a corner kick for the Rams.
Another vital moment. You know, with such little time left, this could really be the game changer right here.
Foster grabs the ball before it goes out of bounds. And since she did that, the Rams will get a corner kick. Substitutions coming in for both sides, as whoever was going to take the corner kick for the Rams is not anymore. I think that was a substitution.
Such a vital play to have down in Colorado's half, though, especially with Colorado dominating offensively now that they have this opportunity down here. They really need to capitalize off of what they have.
Here's the corner kick. It's up in the air and out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for the Buffs. Plenty of corner kicks for both sides. The amount of opportunity, the amount of grade A chances for either side have been pretty low in terms of relation to the amount of corner kicks that they've had. Another one there for the Rams as they look to have some more time in the Buffs half, and they had a good extended period of time there.
They did.
Rams will keep possession as it goes out of bounds off the Buffs. Into the 80th minute now. Still tied up at 1. We'll touch on the outside of the foot. They'll just tap it to Foster, and she'll boot it away. fight for it on the sideline, and the Rams will get another throw in.
You know, really getting down to these final 10 minutes, but what a day of streams and sports matchups for Scobuff Sports. I mean, after this, where you're headed off to the arena for hockey.
Yep. The
4
women's
p.m.
hockey home opener is after this against Michigan State. Final 10 minutes from the athletic fields here on Scobuff Sports. Buffs able to control, looking to pressure, maybe get that all-important game-winning goal. Here's the punt.
A little bit of a missed header by Colorado.
Yeah, now here come the Rams. An opportunity. Top of the goal box. Here's the shot. Foster makes the save. Rebound is sent sky high out of bounds. What a save from Paige Foster. They got out of that one.
It's by the skin of their teeth. You had 3 CSU defenders on Colorado. You know, if that kick was just a little lower, that would have put the Rams up 2-1.
So a little bit of a break for the Buffs. Foster came out of the box really far behind the goal to come make that save, and the defense was able to hold off the Rams' attack. That went off CU, and the Rams will continue to have possession. And over the last 6-7 minutes, the Rams have really been able to maintain possession in the Buff half. And it looks like they may get another opportunity. Pass to the side. Here's a shot. That will go high and out of play into the playground.
I think we're going to have to start sending you over that fence.
Oh, please, don't. I would rather not.
Get your steps in for the day going to get that ball.
I've got plenty of steps in making my way over here this morning. I'll tell you that much. 8 minutes left in this one. Here's the kick. Up top. Another chance for Colorado State. Foster dives and covers. After a pretty quiet day for Foster, these last
Few
2-3 minutes, it's had to make some big stops.
Well, you see, she's really stopping the ball before CSU has the opportunity to make a play. She's really running outside of her box.
And now CU playing on their back foot. Colorado State trying to take advantage of some mishaps as it rolls out of bounds right in front of our table.
Front row seats.
Front row seats to this action as CSU gets a throw in. It's in the goalie box. Big clear. And now the Buffs continue to try and clear. Now here's a shot blocked as it tries to get to Foster. McBride will just send it out of bounds.
Almost took you out there.
Yeah.
A little bit of a dodge.
McBride and Anna Arnold, and this Buffs defense is standing strong here. Under 7 minutes left now. Look at the communication from both teams here.
Incredible.
They're both just, they know the stakes of this game right now.
Well, and that's what's so important to making a team is communication. I mean, if there's no communication, you guys aren't going to be able to work cohesively as a team. So watching this communication and seeing how well these teams are playing is amazing. I mean, and it's coming down to the final minutes, so this is where the vital plays are coming out.
This one will be settled around midfield. CSU trying to get into threatening territory. Frank has a nice touch, but the Rams continue to apply pressure. Under 6 left. So cleared out. Rams continue to pressure, and the Buffs will probably get a bit of a lifeline here as they stop it and give them a free kick.
A little bit of a push from behind. And a Colorado defender by CSU.
Here's the free kick. Just enough to get into the CSU half. And now the Buffs, maybe they get a chance to apply pressure, but here come the Rams. Back the other way. Long pass off of Arnold. Rams able to keep pressure. Here's a shot high over the net. And that one also goes into the playground.
We'll have to start taking turns.
They gotta raise the fence then.
I guess so.
Maybe.
I mean, but talk about such great defense by Colorado. They had 3 defenders on 1 CSU offensive player. I mean, that's what you're gonna need, especially now. It's a great defense by Colorado.
They gotta get a ball from the other side of the field as we're into the final 5 minutes of the game. Here's Foster to boot it away. Settled down by the Buffs. And a little knock there. Buffs will get a free kick. McBride not wasting any time. Now McBride slows it down. And now here's the free kick. Sent really deep. Here's a header knocked back the opposite way, away from the goal by CSU. Able to keep it in bounds. And now the Buffs will just send it back to Foster, and she'll boot it back around midfield. Bounces once, and now heads out of bounds. Off the Rams. Buffs will get a throw-in the final 4 minutes here. This is the moment where you're like, you got to rely on the spectators to make sure that they get the ball in.
This is where we're really going to see the pace of the game increase, though. I mean, we're down to 3.5 minutes. This is where you need your goal. This is where you really want to come out on top, so you're going to see that pace in the game increase.
CSU, their defense has stiffened, and their offense has come alive in the last 10 minutes. One booted down, and CU will get another free kick. Foster just going to boot it down as they're going to try and hurry up and set this up. Huge opportunity for CU. They're lining up towards the far side of the goal, away from McBride.
They're going to be very smart with their time here. Such little time. You're not going to want to give CSU any time to score a goal if you can capitalize off the opportunity that you have now.
That free kick a little too far over the entire pile. And now Colorado trying to curve that towards the corner. Jillian Acosta to chase it down. Along the bottom, and it's knocked away by the Rams defense, and it's now sent to the side of the net. So the Rams will be able to get a goal kick to clear. And we're at a point now where teams are starting, maybe they've got one solid opportunity left in them.
We're seeing a real hustle by both teams right now. Hearing a lot of frustrations out here, though, on the sidelines by both teams.
Acosta doesn't know where the ball is. It's in the box. She's chasing it down, continuing the hustle. Under 2 left. Rams trying to clear it out. Buffs doing everything they can to try and keep it in the Ram half. This one just booted and sent out. Here comes the Rams. Racing into the box. Gets around the defender. Maybe a chance. Pass it back. Open look. Foster makes the save. And the Rams will slip and cannot get a second opportunity. Another huge save from Paige Foster down the stretch. Booted down, and Foster makes the catch. Man, that one was a little high. Maybe I didn't think that was going in, but that one looked on target.
Foster's performance has been amazing. You know, you got to pick a player of the game. I'd pick Paige Foster in an instant.
Rams continuing to apply pressure as they have not laid their foot off the gas here in the final minutes of this game. Less than a minute to go. Crowd is on their feet at the CU Athletic Fields. And the Buffs will get a free kick. They probably have one final opportunity to try and boot it down.
Clock's still ticking. This is where we're seeing this hustle. They're going to want to get that final play in these final 40 seconds.
The boot from Frank. It's in the CSU half. McBride settles it down. It's going to be cleared out. And a slip there from the Rams. Buffs able to continue to have possession. That pass able to get around, and now here's Holly Keel with 20 seconds left in the game. Keel trying to set up one last opportunity, goes to the far side. McBride, not the greatest touch. Rams will take over in the final 10 seconds. And as the ball settles around at midfield, this one has come to a close. Buffaloes and Rams come and play a very competitive game, but it all ends up in a draw.
Yeah, what an amazing game, what an amazing performance by both teams, especially Foster out here on the goalkeeper. But it looks like we're gonna have to close this game out. You're headed over to the rec center, aren't you?
The rec center awaits. Colorado and Michigan State is next here on ScoBuff Sports. But here, the Colorado women's gold squad pulls a draw against the Colorado State team. 1-1 your final score here on ScoBuff Sports. I've been Alex Roberts, joined by Nick Evans in the first half and Melena Humphreys here in the second half. We thank you, as always, for tuning into this broadcast, and you heard it here first.